Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, for this first problem here, we are talking about different types of sampling techniques, and I believe they're best shown with an image, but I will type out these 4 types and talk about each of these images. So the first one is just simple random sample, or what's usually called a simple random sample. And the biggest deal about a random sample is each member that could be chosen must be equally likely to be chosen. So if I look at this green and red and white, you see a bunch of possibilities for selections, and randomly selected was 1 green and 1 white and 1 red. So equally likely. The second one is going to be a systematic random sample. And that's like if you're picking for a team where you like line up in gym class and say every 1, 2, 3, 4, every 4th person gets chosen to be on team 4. So that's a simple example of a systematic random sampling where you're picking every 4th person or something like that. A third type of a sample is a stratified, the biggest word, or sometimes takes a little while to learn that. Stratified means you're picking from groups or a certain amount from each group. So look off to my left over here, I see I have my big population, and they're called strata, but strata are groups. Like maybe we want to pick a certain amount of 7th graders and 8th graders and 9th graders, and so then you randomly pick a certain amount from 7th grade, a certain amount from 8th grade, and a certain amount from 9th grade. But that's called a stratified random sample, where you get proportional amounts from groups. And finally, speaking of groups, when you pick strictly from just a group by grabbing, like say you go into a classroom and like look over here where my cursor is, there's classroom 1, classroom 2, classroom 3, and then you pick a certain amount from each one. That's called cluster sampling. So those are the 4 types that we see typed here, and images off to the left. Okay, we got it.